welcome to this Thursday's edition of Fire Your MD Now. Normally on Thursdays we have a celebrity stack, but you know, celebrities being celebrities oftentimes are hard to pin down for specific times and dates. The person that we had set up for today bailed on me earlier today, so what we're going to do instead in this first segment is I'm going to answer emails that I have received from the listening audience. And in answering their health concerns can bring you up to speed with the basic concepts of the holistic method here, because the only reason that we're suffering to the massive amounts that we are here in the United States is because the MDs are not trained in medical nutrition, and the majority of chronic illnesses are caused by lack of nutrition. Therefore, it is impossible for your MD to help you recover your health. And you're suffering with a chronic physical condition because you have taken your body to the wrong doctor. It's that simple. So let's get started. Here we go. I have one. Dear Dr. Glidden, please take time to hear my problem. I'm suffering from severe esophageal spasm, and your esophagus, of course, is the tube that goes from your mouth to your stomach. This has been going on for a year. I spent 2 weeks at the Mayo Clinic and went through some of the most horrible tests, and after all that, I was given a bottle of nitroglycerin spray and was told there was nothing else possible to be done. And I bet you $1 million that she did not get her money back either. The doctor did say it was caused from anxiety and a genetic disposition. Now, this is what I'm talking about, folks. Anytime a medical professional tells you that your condition is genetic, that's code for I don't want to look stupid and I have no idea what's causing your problem. Therefore, instead of putting it on myself in my professional stupidity and incompetence and ineptitude, I'm going to blame it on you, the patient. It's not the doctor's lack of perspective. It's not the doctor's lack of education. It's not the doctor's lack of professional insight. It's not the doctor's incompetence. It's the patient's fault. Not the doctor's fault. It's got to be the patient's fault. Genetic, my butt. Anytime a medical professional tells you it's genetic, you want to look them straight in the eye and say, really, doctor, which gene is it? Specifically, which gene is it? But I digress. The nitro gave me severe headaches, and I only used it once. So I am suffering, and there seems nothing that can be done. They do not want to be prescribing pain meds, so I have tried to research on my own what else might work, and this is what we've come to, right? You know, we go to the MDs, whom we're paying every month to gain access to. You're giving these people hundreds of dollars a month, sometimes thousands of dollars a month, just to gain access to their services. And then when you go and see them and they fail you, do you get your money back? No, but what do? You keep paying your medical insurance, and it's crazy. So you try to figure it out on your own, and this is what what we've devolved to. And look, if you've been let down by the medical profession, cancel your comprehensive medical insurance and buy catastrophic insurance instead. I have tried to research on my own what else might work. I am taking mega doses of magnesium, as it is supposed to help muscle and nerve function. Have you ever treated anyone with this problem? It is destroying my life. The pain is unbearable, and when I have an attack, I want to die to stop the pain. Let me read that one more time. The pain is unbearable, and when I have an attack, I want to die to stop the pain. I am down from 115 pounds to 95 pounds. Please let me know what I can do. All right. So this person, is having trouble with her throat. It's the little tube that goes from the back of her mouth down to her stomach, and it is spasming so much so that it's causing her massive amounts of pain. She traveled from wherever she lives to the Mayo Clinic, spent thousands of dollars, did all of this testing. The doctors at the Mayo Clinic told her they didn't know what it was and that it was probably a bad gene. It was her fault, certainly not the doctor's fault, and sent her home without any pain medication prescription because God only knows why they didn't want to do that, because often they dole that stuff out like candy That's probably why they didn't want to do it, because the feds are starting to take a look at the abuse of pain medicine prescriptions by MDs. And even though they're giving it when they shouldn't give it, nobody goes to jail. So let me walk you through my perspective on this condition. It's a spasm of the throat. Now, the thing that causes the throat to spasm is the muscles in the throat are spasming. You know, it's the muscles that are causing the spasm, right? Muscles constrict, the muscles relax. That's how you swallow food. It's like a snake slithering down the street. The muscles at the top of the throat begin to constrict, and then they relax, and then the muscles below them constrict and relax, and so forth and so on, and that's how food moves down into your stomach. Quite frankly, that's how food moves along your entire digestive tract. It's through the constriction and relaxation of the muscles lining the digestive tract. Now, in order for a muscle to constrict and relax, there are a number of biochemical processes which are present. And the biochemical processes that cause muscles to constrict and relax are fed by a number of nutrients. The main players here are calcium and magnesium. Now, this woman was smart enough to figure that out, that her muscles of her body need magnesium in order to constrict and relax properly. But what she missed was what everybody misses. Your body needs more than calcium and magnesium in this case in order to support and promote the health of, in order to support and promote healthy muscle constriction and relaxation. It needs more than just calcium and magnesium. It needs 90 essential nutrients, 90. Magnesium is 1. So you take magnesium, you're still 89 short. And if you take just 1 or 2 or 3 nutrients instead of all 90, that's going to cause an imbalance in your system. And this is referred to in technical terms as fractionated nutrition. Vitamin C, I think, is the most famous example of this. Linus Pauling, of course, won the Nobel Prize twice and was one of the main proponents of the whole vitamin C movement in the United States. And years ago, vitamin C was purported to be the cure for cancer and all this stuff, and guess what? It wasn't. Vitamin C is an effective nutrient. It is an essential nutrient. Vitamin C is necessary in order to support and promote human health. But when you take massive amounts of vitamin C intravenously, and you know, the vitamin C clinics around the country, I still have colleagues that are doing this. They give 10, 20, 30 grams of vitamin C at a time. That's 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 milligrams of vitamin C in intravenous drips. When you provide that much of one single nutrient to the body, it upsets the apple cart. And one of the things that too much vitamin C does in the human body, if you give the body massive doses of vitamin C, it will upset its ability to metabolize amino acids, and your skin becomes thin, parchment-like, and you lose your pigment. And that's exactly what happened to Linus Pauling. He had way too much vitamin C in his body. So rather than just focus on, in this case, you know, magnesium or calcium, it would be smarter to give calcium and magnesium rather than just magnesium. It's smarter still to give all 90 essential nutrients. So what this poor woman needs to do is take, now she's about a little over 100 pounds, right? It's actually 95 pounds. So the recommendation here would be one healthy start pack, and because the center of gravity of her condition is not enough calcium and magnesium, for a month, probably at 100 pounds, that's all she'd need, we're going to give extra calcium and magnesium. Now, you can give a little bit extra when you have provided all 90 essential nutrients, because her calcium and magnesium reserves are really, really low. Otherwise, she wouldn't be having esophageal spasms, right? So we're going to feed her body with extra as part of a therapeutic program, just for a month. At 100 pounds, that's all she'll need. And then she'll be able to come off of the therapeutic dose and fall back to a maintenance dose, which for her would just be one healthy start pack per month. So my recommendations for you, and the woman's name who had this problem, I believe, is Heather. My recommendation for you, Heather, is one healthy start pack a month and one extra bottle of Osteo FX Plus. Take those nutritional supplements for 30 days and watch the esophageal spasms melt into the sunset. And what everybody needs to do, and by everybody, I mean everybody needs to be on the good food, bad food diet. You need to be avoiding the 10 bad foods. When you eliminate the 10 bad foods, you dramatically increase your body's ability to absorb the nutrients. So clean up your diet, eliminate the 10 bad foods, take one healthy start pack and one bottle of Osteo FX for 1 month, and after that you'll be able to probably, once the esophageal spasm is gone, fall back on the maintenance dose of one healthy start pack per month. That should take care of it. One more email here. Quick question. Hello, my name is Luke. I heard your interview on the Alex Jones Show, and I am curious if there are any information resources for nutritional links to medical problems. We have ordered the Alex packs from Youngevity. My mother has multiple sclerosis. My fiance has depression, and obviously drugs aren't helping. In fact, quite the contrary. Any links would be greatly appreciated. Thank you, Luke. Well, Luke, you are not alone. There is an egregious lack of science-based, clinically verified information here. But have no fear, Dr. Glidden's here. And if you go to Fire My MD Now, fireyourmdnow.com, fireyourmdnow.com, you can purchase a subscription to my webinar series. And my webinar series was designed intentionally to provide you and everybody else in this world science-based, clinically verified, specific information about what you can do for specific health conditions. It's all there. It's $5 a month. Be the best $5 you've ever spent. Anna is still with us, calling in from New York. We will take her. Anna, you are live with Dr. Glidden.
Hi, Dr. Glidden. I've had TMJ for 2 years now, and essentially the hinges of my jaw there, I need an appliance every day. I sleep with an appliance, and I go around with an appliance. My question is, I was reading the transcript of the Missing 30 Minutes from Dead Doctors Don't Lie by Dr. Wallach.
Yeah.
And he addressed TMJ in there. He said, when you don't have enough calcium, you don't have enough magnesium, you don't have enough manganese, your normal muscle pull in these areas cause a distortion of that area. And because the bones are too soft to do what they're supposed to do, to keep that area rich, you get deformities there because the muscles are pulling on this mushy bone. And and then he says that you need to take your 90 nutrients, including those colloidal minerals it will never get, including those colloidal minerals. My question is, do those 90 nutrients include those colloidal minerals that he's talking about?
Yes, they do, if you get them from Youngevity. Youngevity is the only company in the world right now that has access to 77 plant-derived colloidal minerals. And the Youngevity minerals, the minerals that we have access to, the Youngevity company has access to, is the secret sauce. Well, it's part of the secret sauce that makes their therapeutics so unbelievably effective. There's no other. Dr. Wallach's company has the exclusive mining rights to a deposit of certified, 20 years plus, certified organic plant-derived colloidal minerals in Utah. There's no other deposit like this anywhere in the world, at least not that anybody's found yet. And this is why the Youngevity products are so effective, because we have stuff in them, e.g. plant-derived colloidal minerals, that no other company has. Now, in the Healthy Start Pack, which is one bottle of Beyond Tangy Tangerine, there's 300 milligrams per dose of the plant-derived minerals. In one bottle of the Osteo FX Plus, there's 300 milligrams or per dose of plant-derived colloidal minerals. So when you're taking just the Healthy Start Pack, you're getting all of the minerals that your body needs. However, when it comes to the therapeutic intervention in a chronic health condition, right, What is better to do than just take the normal maintenance dose is to take more for a couple of months, right? So the recommendation here for you, my goodness sakes, if you've been, you got to wear an appliance because this is so bad, and that's a problem. As Sherlock Holmes would say, the game is afoot, right?
Yeah, and it's not, when I say appliance, appliance sounds like this big headgear that I'm wearing, but it's not. It's but it's not. It's just.
Yeah, but still, you have to do something mechanically in order to handle it, right? I mean, if you didn't do that, you'd be in trouble. Yeah.
Right, to relax the jaw, to keep the muscles comfortable. That's right.
Yeah, right. So look, what's your body weight?
105.
All right. So here's what I would do for 90 days. And at 105 pounds, you're going to feel better way before 90 days. But you need to give this program 90 days, all right?
Okay.
All right, number one, it's one healthy start pack. This is per month. One healthy start pack. One bottle of plant-derived minerals. And one bottle of, actually I would do 2 bottles of liquid glucogel. 2 bottles of liquid glucogel. Okay. And everybody, in my view, gets 1 bottle of selenium. 1 bottle of selenium per 100 pounds of body weight per month. So take some selenium, take the liquid glucogel, take the plant-derived minerals, and the healthy start pack. And this will slowly melt away. However, we always must consider there's 2 things that we're doing here. This whole supposition is based on the fundamental belief that your body is extremely deficient in nutrients. It's kind of like if we were to visualize a bucket in your body, a nutrient bucket, and that bucket has to be filled to the brim every day in order for you to be healthy. Well, guess what? Not only is that bucket, 80% empty, but it's also got holes in the bottom of it, and you're leaking out nutrients every day. So in addition to taking the nutrients, which is going to be filling the bucket up, we have to plug the holes. If we don't plug the holes, man, you're going to be taking the nutrients in, and you're going to be leaking them out, and you're not going to get any bang from the therapy. So guess what we need to do to plug the holes?
I don't know. Tell me.
No wheat, no barley, no rye, no oats. Go to fireyourmdnow.com and download the good food, bad food list. All the foods, there's 10 foods we consider bad. Eliminate those from your diet, and you will plug those leaks, and life is good after. For goodness sake, the MDs are killing us, and we continue to give them our hard-earned money. When will we stop it? When will we stop it? When will we come into the light of medical nutrition? It's right here, ladies and gentlemen. We're like the people years ago standing up and saying, you know what, slavery is bad. Stop it. You know what? Women are smart enough to vote. Stop refusing them the vote. You know what? Childhood labor is a bad idea. Stop it. You know what? Taking your body to an MD with a chronic health condition is a fool's game. Stop it. Don't do it. You only want to go to those people when you have an acute illness, when you have trauma, not when you have an acute illness like a head cold. They're the wrong people to go to. You've got trauma. You have a nasty infection that did not resolve with holistic medicine. You need surgery. I doubt that you do, but if you do, you're in a car accident and your liver's bleeding to death. You need surgery. That's what they're good for. They'll save your life. But for everything else, as God is my witness, avoid them like the plague. Again, we're going to go right to the phones, ladies and gentlemen. We're being fast and furious here today. We're talking to Cleveland from Virginia. Not Virginia from Cleveland. We're talking to Cleveland from Virginia. Cleveland, you're live with Dr. Glidden. Thanks for calling.
Hi, how you doing, Dr. Glidden?
Pretty good, Cleveland. What's on your mind?
I'm a young deputy rep. I got a friend of mine. He's about 74 years of age. He's about 5'4", weighs about 180 pounds. Having a problem with his shoulder, and they want to do surgery, but I told him he don't need surgery, so we wanted to get some information. All right. Is he going to listen to you, Cleveland? I'm hoping that he will.
Okay, so look, here's the deal, right? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. So it's better in these cases, now I'm going to tell you what to do for this guy, but it's better in the future to have this guy call me up, right? Because when he hears it from me, he's going to be more inclined to do it than if he hears it from his friend Cleveland, right?
Right,
and,
okay.
All right, so this is an important thing to understand. And there's one more thing that will help you, Cleveland, as a longevity associate and business builder. And by the way, thank you for being smart enough and being involved enough with your community to want to take a step into the uncomfortable zone, become a longevity distributor, and start to tell people in your community about this. I mean, it's good on you for doing that, man. You know, this may sound like an exaggeration, but it's not. You, Cleveland, are the last best hope most of the people in your community have to increase their health and to increase their wealth. So don't be shy. Get out there and start spreading this word, our message. I'm going to tell you there's a more effective way to do this. Maybe you're already doing this. I don't know. But, if you had a really great meal at a restaurant and you wanted to turn all your friends onto it, you found the best place in the world to eat. You went, it was cheap, it was inexpensive, the food was great, and you wanted to turn all your friends onto it. Here's what you would not do. You wouldn't go to culinary school, become a chef, work at that restaurant, steal the chef's recipes, and then open your own restaurant and have all your friends over, right? You wouldn't do that. All you do is take your friends to the restaurant, for goodness sake, right? You don't become the chef, you take the folks to the restaurant. So the easiest and best way to spread our message of health recovery to your friends and family in a way that moves them into action, that gets them off their butts, gets them off the fence, it actually makes them try our stuff, is by lending them the Best of Dead Doctors Don't Lie, Dr. Wallach's infamous health lecture, or one of my CDs, The MD Emperor, Who Made the MD King, or Healing is Easy. You want to let the CD be the talking, right? Let the CD do the talking for you. So when you have people in your life that are suffering with a health condition, you keep those CDs in your car, keep them in your briefcase, keep them in your back pocket. And when you come up against someone with a health issue, you lend them the CD. Never give it away. You always lend it. Have them listen to it. And then when you pick it up after they've listened to it, then you can have an enrollment conversation with them. Because after people listen to those CDs, more likely than not, they're going to want to know what to do. And they'll, push you out of the way to get the supplements. And that's what we're into here, okay? All right. So anybody with a shoulder issue has a shoulder issue, not because they have a shoulder, not because they're black, not because they're white, not because they're pink, purple, or gray, not because they're 25, not because they're 85, not because they're blood type O or blood type A. The only reason people have joint issues is because their bodies have run out of the nutrients that it needs to keep its joints healthy, number one. And number two, they are unwittingly eating food that's damaging the joints. Well, what the heck? So that's like, the 1-2 punch, right? That's going to knock you out any time. So the solution for this, in order to support and promote the health of joints, we need to stop eating the foods that are hurting the joints, and those are the 10 bad foods that you can download for free at fireyourmdnow.com, right there on the front page, called the Good Food, Bad Food Diet. Download that list, and your buddy and you and your wife and your brother and your sister and me and everybody in this country needs to stop eating those 10 foods yesterday. Eliminate those 10 foods from your buddy's diet, and then you need to give him joint support, bone support. We need to give his body the nutrients his body needs to have healthy bones and joints. And guess what we call that? The Healthy Bone and Joint Pack. Now, we dose that at 1 Healthy Bone and Joint Pack per 100 pounds of body weight per month. So your buddy's at 180 pounds. We're going to round that up to 200. If he can afford it, the recommendation is 2 Healthy Bone and Joint Packs per month. 2 Healthy Bone and Joint Packs per month. That's it. If he can't afford that, he gets 1 Healthy Bone and Joint Pack per month. If he can't afford that, here's what he should take. 1 Healthy Start Pack, 1 bottle of liquid glucogel, and 1 bottle of selenium. 1 Healthy Start Pack, 1 bottle of liquid glucogel, and 1 bottle of selenium. He should be able to afford that. That's the recommendation for your buddy, Cleveland. Thanks for calling. Thanks for taking a stand for the health of your community. Now go out there and enroll some more people because we're depending on you. All right. Next, we've got Ruth, who has a 95-year-old mother with bone issues. Imagine that. Ruth, you're live with Dr. Glidden.
Hey, doctor.
Hey, Ruth. What's going on?
Well, my mother's been in poor health for years. She's had a heart attack a few years ago, and she's had diabetic neuropathy. She's had 2 hip replacements. But the last few years, she's been dealing with a lot of muscle pain.
Yeah.
And I moved her in with me in March, and she was getting along pretty good, but she fell and she cracked a couple of ribs. And so we've been dealing with that. She's on pain pills. The pain pills actually have been helping these muscle spasms that she had that the doctor couldn't give her anything for. She was just basically, we're just basically on her own here. And she also has hemorrhoids and acid reflux, and she's just miserable from the acid reflux or the muscle spasms all the time.
Yeah.
And,
okay, good. So thanks so much for calling. That makes you the best daughter in the world, all right? I mean, no kidding. Because, you had the wisdom enough, you were smart enough to know, son of a gun, conventional medicine has just let your mother down for decades. Now it's going from bad to worse, and what are we going to do? Well, we're going to call Dr. Glidden. That's what we're going to do. So good on you for taking, action today. All right, so here's the deal. Heartburn is caused by not enough stomach acid. That's what causes it. So you need to flush her Prilosec immediately. If she's taken any antacids, any proton pump inhibitors, Tums, anything that she's taken, she needs to flush them because those medicines are making the condition worse. The muscle spasms are related, interestingly enough, to the heartburn because one of the things that causes muscle spasms is not enough calcium. We talked about that in the first segment. Not enough calcium, not enough magnesium, right? Interestingly, one of the things that causes weak stomach acid, or heartburn in this case, is not enough calcium. Now, the MDs think that heartburn is caused by too much acid in your stomach, which is impossible to do. It is impossible for your body to generate too much acid. It can't do it. It's very easy for your body to have not enough stomach acid. And when your body has not enough stomach acid, little bugs grow in your stomach, and it's the presence of the bug that causes the heartburn. It ain't the stomach acid. So the fix for this is to give your mother extra calcium and salt. She needs to start salting her food because her stomach needs calcium and it needs salt in order to have healthy stomach acid. So when we put her on the program and encourage her to start salting her food so that it tastes good, the heartburn is slowly and surely going to disappear, and the muscle spasms also are slowly and surely going to disappear. Now, type 2 diabetes, is that right? You said she's a type 2 diabetic? Well, I guess we lost her.
Oh, I'm here.
Oh, yeah. She has a problem with blood sugar?
Yes, but she doesn't take any medication.
Okay. So a problem with blood sugar isn't because she has blood sugar. It isn't because she's 95 years old. It's because her body has run out of the stuff it needs to have healthy blood sugar. It's that simple. The tires in your car run out of air, they go flat. They can't go round and round anymore. Well, when her blood runs out of a handful of nutrients, the blood sugar gets funky. So your mother is just suffering from decades of going to the wrong doctor. That's her problem. She went to the wrong doctor. She took the wrong dog to the hunt. Why? Because she didn't know there was any other way, and that's why we do this radio show. So here's what we're going to do for your mother at 95 pounds per month. It's going to be 1 healthy blood sugar pack. 1 healthy blood sugar pack, 1 bottle of Ultimate Selenium, 1 bottle of Ultimate Enzymes, and 1 extra bottle of calcium. And my favorite is something called Cal Toddy, C-A-L-T like Thomas, O-D-D-Y. So that's 1 healthy blood sugar pack, 1 bottle of Ultimate Selenium, 1 bottle of Ultimate Enzymes, and 1 bottle of Cal Toddy. Do that once a month for 2 months, and all of these conditions will slowly start to improve. You also need to put your mother on the gluten-free, oil-free diet. And you can download that for free at fireyourmdnow.com. Now, I want you to give her the enzymes, 1 or 2 of the ultimate enzymes at the very beginning of the meal. The ultimate enzymes will go a long way towards helping her to digest food and knock down the heartburn that she's feeling. Because who wants to be in pain with heartburn? Nobody. If she salts her food, eliminates those 10 bad foods from her diet, takes those nutritional supplements, she's going at 100 pounds, for goodness sake. She's going to start to feel relief from the muscle spasms within the first 7 days. And then it's just going to be like watching ice melt in the springtime, okay? So put your mom on that program. And please give me a call back. Give me a call back in about 3 to 4 weeks with a report, with an update, because I'm interested in this. The listening audience is interested in this. We take testimonials freely here. So, whether it works or not, and it always works, give us a call back with a report, because you can help us to move this ball forward, which is what we're up to here. I'm not just, we don't have this radio show just so Dr. Glidden can go on spouting, his point of view endlessly. We have this radio program to move people into action, to forward the growth of the Longevity Network here. So call us back with a report. I'm going to look forward to that. So I have another email I want to share with you. This one is typical. Dear Dr. Glidden, I'm an American and I live in Australia. I have had 2 knee replacements and 5 kidney stone operations. One that put me in the hospital for 1 week. My kidney stones are calcium oxalate. I am a diabetic also, and I'm on pills and insulin. Here's what I'm on. Micardis, hydrochlorothiazide, Lipitor, Nexium, Diaformin, Lantus, and Novorapid. Well, guess what? The MDs saw you coming a mile away, and they are using you like an ATM. For goodness sake. 2 knee replacements, and she didn't tell me whether it was the same knee or whether she's got a fake right knee and a fake left knee. But when they do a knee replacement to your right knee and then 6 months or a year later it fails, and they drill a bigger hole in your leg and stick a bigger rod down there, do they give you a refund for the first surgery? No. It's the only industry that gets away with that. Think about that. This is one of my pet peeves, man. You take your car in for a new transmission, and 3 months later the transmission that they put in falls out. They're going to give you your money back and put in a different transmission. They have to. That's the law. They don't do that in medicine. They give you a surgery and they botch the surgery. Tough luck. You're out of luck. They kill you. Tough luck. You're out of luck. They wound you. Tough luck. You're out of luck. The doctor keeps his job. Hospital keeps their job. It's only under extreme situations of incompetence that any type of legal remedy is even allowed here in the United States, and it's no different in Australia. Australia doesn't like holistic medical people. That's another subject for another show. So here we go, 2 knee replacements and 5 kidney stone operations. 5, count them, 5, right? 5 kidney stones. Knee replacement surgery, when your knees go bad, it's because your body has run out of knee stuff. The main thing that's, of course, important for knees is calcium, right? Because, it's the bone that's involved here, and calcium is the biggest part of the bone. As a matter of fact, it's either 1/3 or 1/5. I have to commit this fun fact to memory. When you cremate somebody, 1/3 or 1/5 of the ash is calcium. That's how much calcium is in your body. It's a big deal. Your body not only needs calcium to have healthy bones and healthy joints, it also needs calcium to keep your heart beating regularly, to keep your muscles constricting and relaxing efficiently, and to keep nerve transmissions from signaling through your body. Calcium is a big deal in the human body. It's a big, big deal. Now, so when your joints go bad, it's because your body's run out of calcium and other joint nutrients. Kidney stones are caused by not enough calcium also. And this is MDs have gotten this backwards. They've gotten blood pressure backwards. They've gotten obesity backwards. They've gotten heartburn backwards. They're just really in the Dark Ages when it comes to simple elementary physiology, physiological processes that cause the kidney stone formation is, unknown to them, even though they are supposed to represent the pinnacle of medical thought. They don't. More often than not, they represent the kindergarten of medical thought, which is why we need to stop going to the MDs. Fire your MD now. Get it? Fire your MD now. I want you to call your medical doctor up right now and say, Doc, I have an eye problem. Oh, really? What's the problem, Sally? I can't see you anymore, you knucklehead. You're fired. Take Donald Trump's advice. You're fired. When your body has chronic calcium deficiencies, your parathyroid glands secrete a hormone which robs calcium from your bones. When this happens for too many days in a row, your system says, screw it, and instead of dumping a little bit of the thyroid hormone, the parathyroid hormone, it dumps all of it, and it dumps all of it all the time. That causes massive amounts of calcium to be secreted from your bones. When you have that much calcium flowing through your bloodstream, it clogs the kidneys up and causes a kidney stone, which is why kidney stones are caused by chronic calcium deficiencies. We fix that the same way we fix joints. One healthy bone and joint pack per 100 pounds of body weight will fix this problem, period. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Dr. Peter Glidden. Tomorrow is Show Me the Money Friday. Tune in. We're going to show you how you can make yourself wealthy while making your community healthy. I'm Dr. Peter Glidden. Over and out. I'll see you tomorrow.